Brian Eno.
My needle drops. Anthony Fantano here in this spot, the internet's most excited music nerd, because we're about to tear into the new Brian Eno LP, Small Craft on a Milk Sea. Now, if you don't know who Brian Eno is, I did a track review of a song from this LP recently. There, click on that, you can go watch it. And there's also this really cool underground website with random articles about random things called Wikipedia. And yeah, they have been just kind enough to put up a great page about Brian Eno that you should check out. Yeah. Now, I've received a ton of requests, 1,000,001 comments about this LP, but none more interesting than this. It says that Cal Chuchesta gave me a ring the other night and told you to convince me to review the new Brian Eno LP. His words. Cal!
Yeah?
How do you know Brian Eno? Is it Ambient one?
No, I don't know the Bambi one.
Is it Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy?
No, I don't like tigers.
Is it Coldplay?
Oh yeah, I love the Coldplay.
Get out! Get out! We can't both like Coldplay!
You're a psychopath!
You didn't predict nunchucks, did you? Look, guys, girls, don't give Cal Chuchesta your phone number, okay? It's just, it can't possibly lead to anything good. Now, this LP, even though it just simply has Brian Eno's name on it, he does not act alone. There is quite a bit of sonic input here from guitarist and studio musician Leo Abrahams and electronic musician John Hopkins, who actually has a great LP out on Domino Records titled Insides. After decades of making music, Eno has not changed all that much. I mean, most of this thing does go in an ambient direction, but Brian is always looking for new sounds, new ideas to develop this concept that has made him such an essential musician. I can tell you right now that there are really kind of two sides to this LP. One side being the one that is most likely to catch people right from the start. Songs that are in the vein of what everybody has probably heard from this LP already, like Horse and Two Forms of Anger. Very fast, very tense pieces of electronica that are just full of noise and percussion, lots of treated sounds and things that I just could not even begin to identify or even theorize as to how they created. It just sounds like something that could totally soundtrack a fight scene in The Matrix. But only about a third of the LP is like that. The rest of it is something that is more likely to get people tuning out if you're not into exploring wide, sprawling soundscapes. I absolutely love the atmosphere that Brian Eno pulls together on some of these tracks. I mean, seriously, some of these really get to me. If I'm listening to them on headphones, it's like I am the only person for miles. And yet, I'm also feeling kind of paranoid too, like I could turn around at any moment and someone will be there with a knife or nunchucks. It's seriously what purgatory must sound like, if there is such a place. There are those moments of darkness, those moments of eeriness, but there are also parts that are pretty relaxing here as well, like the track Emerald and Stone. I just can't help but think of floating when I hear that song. Just the really slow piano arpeggios and the airy synths in the background. And that's really what this album boils down to for me, like soundtrack music. And even though there isn't really a movie to go with Small Craft on a Milk Sea, I don't necessarily think soundtrack music is something that is just set to images, but something that also brings images up. My one major issue with this LP, though, to me, at least on the surface anyway, it doesn't feel like there's any theme or concept pulling all of these tracks together. Sure, most of these tracks do fit into the same genre, but I feel like they could just be arranged any old way and you'd get nearly the same result. It's loose change in my pocket. To be honest, I love this album. I'm really loving it. The sounds are so clean and pristine, and yet they're so unique and well arranged too. It's a very synthetic album where the melodies are extremely captivating, the effects are memorable, the highs get my blood pumping, the lows really chill me out. I can't say much that is negative about it outside of the cohesion. I'm feeling a light to decent 8 on this thing, but an 8 all the same. But I want to know what you guys think about this thing. I know there are a lot of Brian Eno fans in my Needle Drop subscriber base, so yeah, do tell. Do you love this thing? Do you hate this thing? And why? Thanks for watching. Anthony Fantano, Brian Eno, Small Craft on a Milk Sea, forever. I didn't predict that.